What up gamers, Fancier here, and in this video I want to talk about the games that I want to play for the remainder of 2023 and beyond. So yeah, just a chill video here, just me talking about all the new games that I want to play, but before that, I do want to talk about the current games that I'm playing and also some other old games that I want to play. And yeah, whenever I do talk about the games that I want to play on a public platform like this over here, yeah, it usually means that I might just play them on the channel here. But yeah, we'll definitely see about that. Anyways, yeah, let's talk about the games that I'm currently playing and some other older games that I do want to play following after. And yeah, the first one right now, we're about to finish up Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. Yeah, that game has been pretty fun. Like, going through all the movies, even though the story is yeah going at a rapid pace, man. Yeah, I still had a lot of fun with that, and I'm also playing SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic Shake, which I'm playing it because I did play the Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, and yeah, I do like myself some SpongeBob, and I just want more of it, man. And hopefully at the future, I know I've also played Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Hopefully they make a sequel. I've been hearing some rumors about it. Yeah, would love to play that. Also, right now I am playing Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which has been a pretty fun experience. It's like XCOM but with Mario and Rabbids, and yeah, I do love the gameplay, and it's also pretty challenging so far. Like right now, I'm on the second world, and it's been pretty challenging, which I find pretty, I don't know, I guess surprising, because whenever it comes to these kid targeted games, like they're always pretty easy to play, at least for me. Because yeah, I do have experience in playing them. But yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised and pretty satisfied with like the difficulty of that game. So yeah, because of this game and me just really enjoying it, I do plan to play the Sparks of Hope sequel. And yeah, but first, I got Kingdom Battle here. And speaking of XCOM, the last game that I'm currently playing, I just started very recently. It is a modded playthrough of XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. Not my first experience playing through XCOM or that expansion, but hopefully the mods will bring me a new experience. And yeah, speaking of mods, man, like I do hope that with this modded playthrough here that I can start doing more modded playthroughs. I've done a little bit of that before with MechWarrior 5 and Mountain Blade Warband, but I actually want to get into the more bigger and modular with the mods. Like with XCOM 2 here, I have around 150 mods, but more 162, yeah, 162 to be exact. But yeah, I want to do like heavy modded playthroughs because I also want to play another game that is very popular with mods, of course. I guess yeah, you guys can definitely guess what that game is. But yeah, I plan to have around 500 mods with that, which is pretty crazy. But we'll see if I can make that happen. And yeah, I guess, I can say it. It's pretty obvious. It is Skyrim, but I might also do Fallout 4 because I also like that game a lot. But yeah, those are the games that I'm currently playing right now that will pretty much last me, I would say, before 2023 ends. But yeah, now I want to move on to some games that I want to play, like older games that I want to play that I haven't played yet on my channel here. And I did try to, do some other games, like at least attempted to play them. I did plan to have a Cars Let's Play, and when I say Cars, I mean like the movie, like the Disney Pixar Cars. They have their own video game franchise of it. I tried playing that, but the very first game, I actually cannot even run it on my computer. But I've heard that it can run on the Steam Deck, so maybe I can make that work out. But yeah, we'll see about that. And also because I am playing through video games of cartoons, like with SpongeBob here. I've played 2 games of that, and I guess also Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Yeah, I've been really into the cartoon mood lately, and because of that, I do want to play another cartoon video game, and yeah, it's something that is very different from SpongeBob, and that is South Park. They have 2 games of it, Stick of Truth and the Fractured Butthole. We'll see if we can play that. I don't know. I know those games are very spicy for a channel like this where, I like to keep things pretty tame, but yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I like South Park. I do like SpongeBob more, but South Park definitely up there, and I would love to do a let's play playthrough of that. Another old game that I want to play is actually a port from the mobile side of things, and that is Sword Art Online Integral Factor, in which, yeah, I did play that game before on this channel on my iPad, but yeah, it wasn't really the best recording experience. And so, yeah, I kind of stopped, but I do want to play it again on the PC here. I saw that being announced a few days ago. It's coming to Steam, and yeah, dude, I do like Sword Art Online. I do love the anime and the games. At least I did. Well, I only played one of them, which is Fatal Bullets, because that's where you can make your own character. But yeah, also that used to be a Let's Play too on this channel, but yeah, it's not there. Maybe I can play that again, but for now, I do want to play Integral Factor because it does cover like the first half of the first season, but with some different, I guess characters and choices in the story. And yeah, I do want to play that because it does look very interesting. But as for the announcement, yeah, I only saw it a few days ago, and I don't really see a release date, so I'm not sure if it will be released in 2023, but I thought I would talk about this game just in case. And finally, the last old game, or I don't know if I should say old game, it's, some of them are, still kind of new. But yeah, the last old game that I have in my mind that I want to play is Midnight Suns, which is a Marvel superhero game, but it plays like XCOM because it is also made by the same developers of XCOM. At least, the ones that did Enemy Within and Unknown and XCOM 2 and all that. But yeah, that's the reason why I want to play Midnight Suns, is because of Firaxis. I think that's the developers, and I just want to see what they do in a Marvel universe. Actually, I just thought about another old game that I want to play on the channel, and that is Sonic Mania. And I want to play that because of the upcoming Sonic Superstars game. I was very impressed of like what I saw so far from that game, and because of that, I thought I would play Sonic Mania, which I'm guessing would be like the prequel, or like the first of, like, I guess the game franchise for that, because yeah, I know there's like a bunch of other Sonic games. I've actually played some other Sonic games before. I began with Sonic Advance 2 or 3. I think it's 3 on the Game Boy. Then I played on the Wii with the Black Knight, Unleash, and also recently with Forces, which yeah, that was my first game back in a while for Sonic, and apparently that game is very bad. I kind of enjoyed it, but yeah, I do want to play Mania because of Superstars. And yeah, I can't wait for that, man. When I saw Superstars and also Mania, it did bring me back to, like, the Sonic Advance days, and yeah, I can't wait to play those games. But yeah, there's probably more old games that I haven't played that I want to play. There's probably more of them, but yeah, right now I can't really think of all of them. I mean, I would say the ones that I mentioned are the most important ones. If I can think of some other games, I mean, I would love to play the Outer Worlds, or yeah, what else? Temtem. But yeah, stuff like that. I would like to play them, but I would say the ones I went really into detail with, I do want to play them the most. So yeah, with the current and the other old games out of the way, let's talk about the more exciting stuff, which is the new games that are coming out that I want to play. And yeah, definitely last month with June here, they revealed a lot of those, and yeah, let's talk about it. So I think right off the bat, the number one new game that I want to play is Starfield, because man, dude, their presentation was so detailed and so crazy that I'm kind of like in disbelief that, it's a real game, or at the very least, I feel like there's gonna be some problems at launch, but I feel like, once we wait out a bit, that game is gonna be so, like, it's gonna be endless, man. Like, I'm not even sure if I can even finish that game. Like, I've played, other Bethesda games before and really liked them. I began with Skyrim and then Fallout 4, and I played and just put so much hours into those, and I can't imagine just finishing Starfield very quickly. And yeah, all the things that you can do, the customization, the exploration, the RPG elements. Yeah, I can't wait to really play that game. That is, I would say the game that I haven't been this excited to play in a such a long time. But I will say though, it's gonna be probably delayed my let's play of that because I will not be available when that game releases for like about a month. So yeah, I would say like September. I won't be available then, but maybe next month, the month after, I will be able to do a let's play of that. But yeah, we'll definitely see about that. Actually, I just looked it up right now on like the release date for it, but I think I did buy the early access version of it, which is like 5 days early access. And I think when I saw that, I think I'm able to do a let's play of that on time, but in case things don't go well, it might be delayed by a month. And so moving on to the second new game that I want to play, well, it's not really much of a new game, but a remastered version of an old game, and that is Super Mario RPG. And man, I'm really excited for that. Like, I did do a reaction to the whole Nintendo Direct of like which that game was from, but yeah, I wasn't able to upload it in time and decided to just scrap that video. But yeah, like what I can say about my reaction to it is that I was really excited because, I've always wanted to play that game. I have seen that game before, like seen like a little bit of it in the past, and as a big fan of like the old school Final Fantasy turn-based games, like when I saw this, I thought it was pretty cool because it's like Final Fantasy but Mario. And yeah, I've always wanted to play that. I guess you could say I played a little bit of a game like that with I think Mario and Luigi Partners in Time on a DS, but yeah, I've always wanted to play this version because I thought it looked really cool, man. And now we got ourselves a remastered version, so yeah, can't wait for that. And the last new game that I want to play is Sonic Superstars, in which, yeah, I've already talked about that with Sonic Mania, but yeah, I guess that's really it. And man, I gotta say, with those new games listed, I'm pretty surprised on how short that is because I remember like way back in the day, I used to be like just so excited for newer games, but nowadays I'm actually very picky on the games that I play. Like I would say I usually just wait for a sale of it, unless maybe it's a game that I really want to play. Like with Starfield here, like man, Starfield definitely like I feel like I'm not gonna regret that purchase. But yeah, I would say for the most part, I try to limit it. I don't buy things like randomly. If anything, I would like to play like their like the games that came before them. Like if it's a sequel to a game, I'd rather play the first game first than the newer one that might be coming out. And yeah, that's just me. A little thing about me and like my, I guess, taste in gaming nowadays. But yeah, hopefully in the future, maybe that'll change. We'll definitely see. But yeah, those are definitely, the currents, the old, and the new games that I want to play. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Yeah, what do you think of the games that I'm planning to play? Do you like it or dislike it? Love it or hate it? Let me know down in the comments below. I know the games that I chose is very different from each other, I would say for a lot of them. But for me, I like a variety of games. And yeah, hopefully you guys will like them. Now, I guess the thing I'll close out with is the returning games that I do want to play. I do want to get back into the Star Wars Conquest mod from Mountain Blade Warband because, yeah, I kind of forgot about that. And I feel like I want to continue that. And another Star Wars game that I want to also continue is the Old Republic because, I kind of left it on a cliffhanger and I at least want to finish the main story before I maybe stop playing that game. And I also feel the same way with MechWarrior 5 because I just began a story and I haven't played it in months. So I do want to get back into that. And of course, I think the main game for this channel here, that is Shadowverse. That is the game I want to return to. As for the story mode, I want to return to that near the end of the year here in 2023 because, I feel like that'll be a good start to it. It might be either near the end of it or the start of the next year for 2024. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I want to say. I can't wait to play all those games. We'll see if I can because I'm just one guy, and I've had some troubles recording some So yeah, we'll see if I can make that happen. But yeah, with that said though, this whole list here is subject to change. And so yeah, that can also mean that I might not end up playing the game, or maybe there's another game that I have not mentioned that I would actually play. But yeah, we'll definitely see how the future here shapes up. But yeah, guys, that was it for the video. And I guess, yeah, also let me know, what do you guys like? What are you guys looking forward to and playing in the future? Because, I'm not the only gamer here. Would love to hear what you guys are looking forward to. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. That'll be it for now. That's game.